Ever pondered why in this vast universe brimming with billions of galaxies, we haven't made contact with extraterrestrial life yet? It's a question that has baffled some of the greatest minds in human history, a cosmic conundrum that tickles our curiosity and kindles our fears. Consider this. Our universe is about 13.8 billion years old, teeming with an estimated 2 trillion galaxies, each of which harbors hundreds of billions of stars. In this mind-boggling expanse, it seems inconceivable that we are the sole bearers of life. Yet, the deafening silence from the cosmos contradicts this logic. This contradiction is known as the Fermi paradox, named after the physicist Enrico Fermi, who famously asked, "Where is everybody?" It's a paradox that has puzzled scientists for decades and has spurred a multitude of theories. Could there be a chilling explanation for this cosmic silence? Enter the dark forest theory. Imagine the universe as a dark forest teeming with hunters waiting for their prey. Now, let's take a step into this cosmic wilderness where the dark forest theory reigns. This theory, conceived in the realm of science fiction, gives us a chilling explanation for why we've yet to hear from extraterrestrial life. Picture this. You're alone in a vast, unending forest under the cloak of night. You're not certain what lurks in the shadows, but you know this much. You aren't alone. Every rustle in the underbrush, every snap of a twig might be another hunter waiting, watching, just like you. This is the universe according to the dark forest theory. Each civilization is a hunter in this cosmic forest. Like a predator in the wild, it stays quiet, listening for signs of life, but too afraid to make a sound. Why, you might ask? Well, because making noise, any noise, could attract unwanted attention. And in a universe full of unknowns, attention could mean danger. The silence is a survival strategy. It's a universal game of hide and seek, where the stakes are as high as they can get. Existence itself. In the grand cosmic forest, civilizations like hunters are stealthy, alert, and most importantly, silent. They know that to reveal their position could invite catastrophe, for the universe may be teeming with civilizations far more advanced and potentially predatory. This is the crux of the dark forest theory, a universe where civilizations are hunters, listening, waiting, but too afraid to shout into the void. It's a universe where the silent thrive and the noisy risk annihilation. It's a universe where the rules of the jungle apply, where survival of the fittest reigns supreme. So remember this, in the cosmic wilderness, to be heard is to be hunted. And in an infinite forest filled with unknown hunters, it's better to be the listener than the speaker. In this dark forest, silence is survival. Making noise, that's a risk. So, why is it dangerous for a civilization to reveal its location in this cosmic dark forest? Well, let's dive into that. Imagine you're walking through a dark forest at night. You're not sure if there are other creatures lurking in the shadows, but you suspect there might be. You hear rustling in the bushes, but you can't see what's causing it. This brings us to the concept of the chain of suspicion. In such a scenario, it's safer to assume that the rustling might be a predator rather than a harmless creature. Because if you're wrong and it is a predator, it could be the end of you. Now, apply this concept to the cosmic landscape. The universe is our dark forest, and the rustling in the bushes is a signal from another civilization. It's safer to assume that they could be a threat rather than a friend. This leads to a shoot first, ask questions later scenario. You see, in this cosmic dark forest, civilizations might be silent predators, hiding and watching. They could be advanced with technologies far beyond our comprehension. To them, less advanced civilizations like ours might be perceived as potential threats. Why? Well, just like in the dark forest, it's not about who's stronger or more advanced, it's about who strikes first. In this scenario, an advanced civilization wouldn't risk revealing themselves to us. They would know that doing so could potentially put them in danger. On the flip side, they would also consider us a threat if we ever become advanced enough to pose a challenge. This might seem harsh, but it's a possible explanation for the silence we've been experiencing. It's not that there aren't other civilizations out there. It's just that they're being silent, lurking in the shadows, watching and waiting just like predators in a dark forest. In the end, it's a game of survival, and nobody wants to be the first one to blink. Now that we understand the dark forest theory, what implications does it hold for us in our search for extraterrestrial life? Under the canopy of the dark forest theory, our current search for extraterrestrial intelligence or SETI strategies may seem like a game of Russian roulette. We are actively listening, hoping to catch an alien whisper. But what if that whisper is a predator's growl? The dark forest theory suggests that quiet is survival. So paradoxically, the silence we've been experiencing might be a good sign, an indication that we are still hidden amongst the cosmic foliage. Yet, at the same time, we're also shouting into the void, sending out messages and signals like the golden record aboard Voyager. These are our attempts at messaging to extraterrestrial intelligence, known as meta. But if the dark forest theory holds true, these attempts at communication might be less like friendly waves and more like flares, revealing our location to any potential cosmic predators. This theory doesn't just impact our attempts at communication, it also has implications for our future space exploration. If space is a dark forest filled with silent hunters, is it wise to venture deeper into the woods? Every new planet we discover, every star we reach, could potentially be another step towards revealing ourselves. Yet we are explorers by nature. The allure of the unknown, the promise of discovery, these are the forces that drive us forward. But the dark forest theory demands that we balance this desire to explore with the need for survival. It asks us to consider whether our curiosity could be our downfall. The dark forest theory is not a solution, but a cautionary tale. It lays bare the potential perils of our cosmic neighborhood. It forces us to question our place in the universe and the wisdom of our actions. It makes us wonder, are we alone because we're lucky or because we're still hidden? Could our eagerness to make contact be leading us into a trap? Is the dark forest theory a solution to the Fermi paradox, or a stark warning for humankind? This is the question that has shaken scientists, philosophers, and curious minds alike. On one hand, the dark forest theory provides a compelling response to the Fermi paradox, the puzzling contradiction between the high probability of extraterrestrial life and the lack of contact or evidence. It posits that the cosmos is a dark forest where civilizations, like hunters, stay silent to avoid attracting attention, thus explaining the eerie silence. However, the theory is not without its critics. Some argue that it's based on assumptions that may not hold true. For instance, it assumes all civilizations are predatory and fearful, which might not be the case. Perhaps some civilizations have overcome their primal instincts and evolved to be more cooperative and peaceful. But let's entertain the theory. If it's true, it paints a rather grim picture. It suggests we're not alone, but we're also not safe. It's like being lost in a dark forest, aware that there are other beings out there, but too afraid to call out for fear of attracting something dangerous. It's a stark warning about the potential dangers lurking in the vast expanse of the universe. Moreover, it changes our understanding of our place in the universe. We are no longer the center of the cosmos, but just one of the many silent hunters navigating the dark forest. It humbles us, reminding us of our smallness and vulnerability amidst the infinite cosmic wilderness. So is the dark forest theory a solution or a warning? Perhaps it's both. It offers a possible explanation to the Fermi paradox, but at the same time, it warns us of the possible dangers that come with our cosmic curiosity. Whether it's a solution or a warning, the dark forest theory gives us a chilling new perspective on our cosmic neighborhood. In the end, the universe might be a dark forest, but does that mean we should stop exploring? Not at all. The dark forest theory, as terrifying as it may be, is still just a theory. It's an idea, a speculation, a pondering. It's not an absolute truth. What is absolute, however, is our ceaseless curiosity, our insatiable thirst for knowledge and understanding. It's what's led us, as a species, to climb the highest mountains, dive the deepest oceans, and reach for the stars. The universe is vast, it's true, and it might be filled with unseen dangers, but it's also filled with untapped potential, with mysteries waiting to be solved, with worlds waiting to be discovered. The dark forest theory paints a grim picture indeed, but should it deter us from exploration? No, because in this cosmic dark forest we might be small, but our curiosity is limitless and our journey is just beginning.